Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am just going to give you a little update over the weekend. Zoe did come home for the weekend and we all went to the Stampede. Her and her roommate actually came down for the weekend and they went like on the rides and did all of those things while Jimmy and I went to the rodeo. So we went into town on Friday night. Zoe got home on Friday and we decided all to drive in together because they were going to go and check out the beer gardens. Like I said, Zoe's not much of a drinker or anything like that, but she just wanted to experience the beer gardens because she's never been. So it worked out really well because we were going to the late show for the rodeo at 8 o'clock. And this is the Medicine Hat Stampede. If you've never been, I live in southern Alberta, so we always go to the Stampede. Definitely to the rodeo. When the girls were younger, we tend to, escort them on the rides and do all those things. But now they're old enough to do those things on their own. So we went to the rodeo, Jimmy and I must say I was personally quite disappointed. It was a good rodeo and it lasted like 3 hours. However, the bull riding, which everybody looks forward to the bull riding, I think, and there was only like 5 competitors, which normally there is a lot more, like I want to say between like 10 and 12. So we were kind of disappointed with that because that's what we always look forward to whenever we do go to the rodeo. However, it was definitely good. Like there was all events going on, and in all of the other events, there was a lot more contestants. And our seating was actually really bad. I never looked on the seat map. I've been there before, like we go to the Medicine Hat all the time. However, we always get free tickets for the Thursday night rodeo because it's a military appreciation day on the Thursday. So we have always gotten free tickets. This was the first year that we actually had to pay for rodeo tickets. So we've always gone on the Thursday night, and they always have a certain section dedicated for, military personnel and their spouses and kids. So we always have sat in the same section, which is actually pretty good seating. We're fairly close to the arena. But when I ordered them on my own, I never even bothered to look at the seating map because it's not a big arena. And we were literally the second last row in the arena. So we were really far away. But you definitely got a bird's eye view of everything. And it was still really, really good. Don't get me wrong. It was just a combination of like where we were seated. It was a sold out arena anyway, so I think I got the tickets a little bit too late. And also just there was only, 5 bull riders, but still it is what it is. And so we did that, which was a lot of fun. And that was on the Friday night. And then Saturday, we took it easy because we didn't get home until 1 o'clock on Friday night because Jimmy and I walked around and got some food, and the girls were at the beer gardens. They just ended up getting a couple of drinks because it was so packed. It was so busy this year for the Stampede. So they ended up going to that just to experience it. And then by the time we all got in the car and then got home, because we do live 30 minutes outside of the city, it was about 1 o'clock. So it was really late for all of us. And so we slept in the next day. I think it was like 10:30 that I woke up. Jimmy probably woke up before that. And then the girls didn't wake up until like early afternoon. And they had a couple things that they wanted to go back into town to do. So they did that. And then Jimmy and I made supper. And then when they came back home, they had supper. We already ate earlier, like at 5 o'clock. But when they got home at 7, they ended up having their dinner. And Jimmy had made shrimp and chicken fettuccine alfredo, which was absolutely delicious. Like I always say, Jimmy is such a good cook. He's a very, very good cook. And it was absolutely delicious. So we had that. And then we just kind of lounged around. Honestly, I think I went to bed early on Saturday night because I was just tired. Like that totally threw me off, like going to bed at like 1, 2 a.m. And then on Sunday morning, we woke up bright and early because my dad was actually coming out for breakfast because Zoe had to leave that morning at 11 or before 11 because they had a baby shower to go to in Tabor, which is about an hour and a half from where we live. It's on the way back to Lethbridge. So she did have to leave early, and she wanted to see Papa because they're really close. So he came out for breakfast, and I had made some eggs Benedict. That's what Zoe wanted. And then we just had some fruit on the side with that, and it was really, really good. And then, yeah, my dad left probably around 10:30. Zoe left shortly after he did, and then it was just back to Jimmy and I by like noon on Sunday. And we didn't do very much. Like, I worked the afternoon on Sunday. And then, of course, as you guys know, I always watch the 90 Day Fiancé on Sunday nights. So that was our weekend. And once again, I always feel like I'm going to vlog a lot. But then when it comes down to it, it's such a whirlwind. And it's just go, 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 because when Zoe got here, we were getting ready to go. And so I wasn't able to record any of that. Like when she arrived, Ivy was here. I got a few clips of Ivy because, you know, she's always a big cuddle bug. She loves being in my office. She is my office cat. And so she was here for the weekend with Zoe, which was fantastic. But Zoe will be home again in a couple weeks. She doesn't start school until September 6th. So she will be coming home in the middle of August. Once again, she has a dentist appointment, and, you know, she'll probably stay for 3 or 4 days at that time. So it was really good, though. It was a fun weekend. We were busy all weekend, you know, with cooking, cleaning, all of those things, like I mentioned before. It's just so different compared to, like, Jimmy and I have really settled in to just being, you know, him and I at home now. So it's awesome when the kids come and visit. I try to put everything down that I'm doing as far as work-wise and spend time with them, because once they leave, you just realize how much you miss them being at home and that you'll never get that back. And so I definitely take the time and put everything down and try to visit when I can. And when she's home, they're busy as well, too. They have, you know, friends to see and things to do when they come home as well, too. But I wanted to give you guys an update because I promised you that I would give you an update. So that is just the short and sweet update of the weekend. And it was a lot of fun. And I hope you guys enjoyed the little bit of footage that I took. I will insert little clips here throughout me talking of the weekend. But it was a fabulous weekend. And I hope you guys had a wonderful weekend as well. Make sure that you get outside, spend time with your family, have those cookouts, those barbecues, and friends and family over, because it's already going to be August. Like, can you believe it? Where did July go, right? So, you know, enjoy the weather, enjoy your family and friends during the summer. If you can, take those holidays and spend time with your loved ones. So thank you all for watching, and we will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.